Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, Kaito and the gang went back home, but not before having a little bit of a kerscuffle with Kimijima. That's how I want to put it anyway, a kerscuffle. But it was a tense kerscuffle. And once we got back home, we met back up with the rest of the Robot Club. It's like, even though that the Robot Club has been disbanded, we are still the Robot Club. Also, we had started on the 12th and final chapter of this game. So I kind of want to say that I maybe have maybe give or take 3 or 4, maybe 5 episodes left, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. It's like I'm just kind of feeling things out here with how many more episodes that it would take. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how things go down here.
では、現在の島の状況について説明します。
After moving over to the school, we spread out a map of Tanegashima and stand around it to assess the situation.
なんか作戦会議みたいだね。
Yes, it does, especially with this bird's eye view of them. Map of the whole island. And I'm surprised that Subaru doesn't have his crutches with him. I mean, you can you kind of see it? Yeah, it's kind of behind me. Turn off my webcam here for a second. But yeah, Subaru doesn't have his crutches. Why doesn't he have his crutches with him? Anyway.
むしろ作戦会議そのものだろう、上皇。
It definitely is. Need to plan everything out. Did we really need to roll out a giant map? Why not?
昨日の昼、種子島宇宙センターが武装集団に占拠されました。
A little bit of animation there. Wasn't expecting that with this scene. Huh.
怪我人はゼロ。職員はほぼ全員が脱出してきて無事です。
Well, that's good. That's a relief to hear, yeah.
ただ一人、所長さんだけが人質になっています。
Yeah, it's like Misane. It's like, what's going through your head?
お父さんが。
Yeah, Akio doesn't know.
さらに、武装集団は宇宙センター占拠と並行してフルゴーリの家を襲撃してきました。
I guess Subaru, Juna, and Afrau all got each other up to speed of what happened.
幸い、これは天王寺さんが撃退してくれたらしく、なんとか死守できたんですが。
And she was badass at doing so. Nison repelled an armed group? She did. Who is she? You know, it's funny that Kaito is asking that now, especially when, like, several episodes back, I was asking myself the same question. It's like, who is she really? Who are you really? So, like, it kind of comes full circle in a way.
フラウボーを襲撃した理由は何かな？
Well, I'd say that's pretty obvious.
私の頭脳だと思われ、 きり。
Aside from your intellect, Frau. Well, Frau is pretty famous. Right, I mean, she is very well known. But, but she is a programmer. It's like she would be very useful on, like, both sides here. She's the most notable person in the Robot Club.
他に僕の父さんが昨日の午後種子島沖合を飛行する多数の巨大ロボット軍団を見たと。
空飛ぶ巨大ロボの軍団。
Please don't say you're hyped, pretty please. Read the room.
そんなのが相手にいるのに勝ち目はあるのかな。
I mean, it's definitely going to be difficult. I mean, aside from, Misane in the flesh, we also have to deal with an army of flying robots, for one. And if I had to guess, probably... I mean, they mentioned, like, more than one Sumeragi unit, so I'm guessing we'll be going against another Sumeragi unit. Or maybe even multiple. Who knows at this point?
幻かもしれないよ。グランドオベリスクみたいに。
I didn't consider that. They could be illusions, yeah.
だといいけど。
I hope so too, and I hope we don't have to cause a bunch of destruction to Tanegashima in fighting an army of robots.
南種町の人たちの避難状況は？
JAXA の職員、それと南種町から逃げてきた人たちはこの学校と運動公園の体育館とに避難しています。
Okay. Well, it's good to know that they are like kind of like in a safe house. It's like they're out of harm's way. When we got to school, the gym lights were on, and I could hear talking. I'm sure Mom and Aunt Senomiya are there.
ありがとう。状況は大体分かったよ。今は他の人たちは当てにせずにうちらでできることを考えるしかない。もちろん他にも敵を止めるための手段はね、いろいろあると思う。例えば島中の大型トラックや重機を集めて全員で特攻するとか。犠牲が出るのは前提だけど、物量で押し切ればどうにかなるかもしれない。でもそれは最後の手段。
That would have to be our last resort, yeah.
さすがに島のみんなに世界を救うために死んでこいなんて無責任なこと頼めないから。まずはうちらが先陣を切ろう。そのためのガンツクワンだもん。正義のロボは種子島にありだよ。ただ敵は本気のテロリストだから、もしかしたら死ぬかもしれない。
Like, I honestly don't want any of them to die. I hope none of them do.
ここで降りても誰も文句は言わないよ。
And then again, there is the very beginning of the game, and we see, all of the robot clubs, so we know none of them die.
みんなそれでもついてきてくれる？
Of course they are, right? Everyone nods without hesitation.
じゃあうちとカイからは敵の情報について話しとくね。このテロの首謀者は君島光。異動の中に存在するデータだけの存在なの。
I gave Akiho a rundown of everything while we were on the plane coming home.
そいつは300人委員会っていう影の支配者からの指示で人類を虐殺しようとしてる。
They're not just shady, they're the kind of group that you wouldn't want to be enemies of. I mean, with how powerful they are, but yet this kind of ragtag group of students are willing to go up against at least a small faction of the Committee of 300. You know, Kimijima Ko and Misane.
敵の数は分かんないけど、その中には。
There, Akiho chokes on her words for a moment. But she immediately looks around at everyone's faces. Her face tightens up.
その中にはうちのお姉ちゃん瀬宮美咲もいる。
The real Senomiya Mizaki, yes. The room is filled with gasps.
うちらの目的はそのテロリストたちを倒し虐殺計画を止めること。秋穂ちゃんいいの？
I mean, Akio would have to be okay with this at this point. I mean, we all saw how she stood up to Kimijima Ko. So it's like she got her blast of spirit, and so she's all ready and raring to go to try and, you know, beat Misane, but not kill her. Akio firmly nods her head.
お姉ちゃんを止めるの絶対に。
Yeah. Faced with such grim determination from Akiho, nobody says anything further.
敵の目的についてはカイから説明よろしく。
As I got all the juicy information.
敵の目的は VAB で組み立て済みのロケットを打ち上げることだよ。テロリストはその奪ったロケットにブラックホール爆弾を乗せようとしている可能性が高い。
ブラックホール爆弾？
Yup.
ナンセンスにも程がありますね。やれやれ。
But it's a scary absolute nonsense.
それを打ち上げて宇宙で爆発させ磁気圏サブストームを引き起こす。それこそがプロジェクトアトムってわけ。内容については君島レポートに書いてあった通り。詳しく知りたいならネットにいくらでも転がってるから読んでみて。それとミサ姉は大型ハグに乗ってるはず。6本足の雲型のやつ。
Oh, Sumuragi is a one giant hug. I didn't realize that. Okay.
JAXA 職員の目撃情報と一致します。宇宙センターにも現れたらしいです。
Wait. Yeah. Wait. If Sumuragi is one giant hug, the hug rampages. What exactly triggered those hug rampages that wound up killing people? You know, like Mizuka. Was it something that was unrelated to the hug or directly related? You know, like Sumeragi. I just wonder.
ハグって言ってるけど従来のものとは全く別物だったりする。
Okay, how is it different then?
エグスケ社の偉い人から情報をもらったから共有するね。
Sawada. Actually, Sawada got in touch with me when I was on the plane. Oh. Okay, so we have two different models here. Sumeragi and Kaminagi. But as we know, with Kaminagi, that's the name of the hug that Misune, that fake Misune was wearing anyway. It's like, is the real Misune also wearing it? It's like, that hasn't actually been cleared up. I guess we'll find out. I have no clue how he got my contact info. It doesn't really matter. But he sent me a bunch of top secret files from XK. It's like, Sawada coming through with all the information and all the necessary documents. He really is a good guy. Detailed data about the hug's weaknesses, spots likely to wear out, the works.
こいつが敵の最終防衛ラインに配置されてるっぽい。
Okay. Their last line of defense.
雲型の6本足はエグゾスケルトン社コンセプトモデル HUGX02 コードネームスメラギ、多分その2番機。
I mean, it has to be the second model. I mean, we know that there's more than one, so it has to be the second one, as we took care of the first one.
で、そいつとくっついてるらしいのが同じくコンセプトモデルの HUGX01 カミナギ。
くっついてるの？
Yes, it attaches to it.
そう、雲に騎乗してるって言った方が分かりやすいかな。カミナギの全高は 5.4 メートル、ロボ1号機のだいたい半分くらい。
Half the height. Wait, if it's half the height, how tall is Misune? When I saw it at the expo, it went offline without separating, so I don't know what it looks like alone.
カミナギはデータだけ見るとかなり機動力が高いっぽい。走ったりもできるらしい。
走るんだ。すごいね。
It is incredible, yes.
ホバリングなどではなくですか？
Hovering? No, I don't think so.
いや、普通に走る。あと物を掴む能力が高い。指の動きを正確にフィードバックできるって資料に書いてある。
つまり武器を持ってるかもしれないってこと。
武器か。だとしても近接格闘武器に限定されるでしょう。
It's like Subaru is thinking of this whole thinking of the specs of Sumeragi so he can determine how we can best fight back. Seeing that he's our engineer, and Subaru is a very useful ally in all this.
ロボットが手に持って使うことのできる銃器は世界には存在しませんから。
特注品を作ってなければの話っしょ。
Right.
そうなるとお手上げです。特に銃器は試作1号機とは相性が悪すぎる。
That is true now that he brings that up.
雲型の方はどうなん？
雲型はミサイルを装備してる。まるで兵器みたい。
I mean, it is a weapon, yes. It's like a very scary, dangerous weapon.
兵器そのものでしょう。軍事用として作られたコンセプトモデルですよ、こいつは。
Military use. That makes even more sense why this thing was even constructed by the committee or Tavistock XK. It's like they're all linked. It's like they were all in on it.
あと2本の前足にはブレードがあるよ。
And a frickin' slice model 2.5. It's like, how rude was that? Jeez.
そのブレードがガンツク2を壊したの。
雲型は神なぎを装着した状態で登場しないと操縦できないらしい。だから2体でワンセットってこと。
雲型を破壊してもまだ中からもう1機出てくるわけですね。
Right. But if the two are a set, maybe, just maybe, if we take down the spider, things will become easier with Misane being in the Kaminagi hug. Maybe.
高機動力のやつがね。
マトリョーシカですね、わかります。
But Matryoshka. It's like I'm familiar. I'm kind of familiar with what a Matryoshka is, but yeah, a Matryoshka, a folk craft wooden doll from Russia. You are able to open the doll from its torso, and inside there is another doll with the same design. And inside that one is another one. Most of them have about 6 layers. Yeah, I actually have with my Christmas ornaments a Matryoshka doll that you like open up, and there's one inside, so there's another one inside that one, and another one inside the next one, and the next one. So I'm a little familiar with Matryoshka dolls. I don't have many tips left. I counted them before, and I had like 10 tips left, so that I should only have 9 left now. So I almost have all the tips. No, not at all.
それとエグスケ社の偉い人からもう一つ有意義な情報。君島公をやっつける方法を考え中だって。
え？
データだけの存在である君島公を消し去るためのコンピューターウイルスみたいな代物らしい。
Computer virus designed to erase him. Okay, so if we could have Frau, help with that, that would be a great advantage. An anti-Kimijima Ko virus, you could say. That's a great way to put it. With that, it should be possible to get him to stop possessing Misane. Yeah, actually, now that Kaito mentions that, yeah, it's like we would have to get rid of Kimijima Ko first. We'll be able to return her to her senses. But Akio doesn't look happy. Even if Misane returned to her senses, it wouldn't change the fact that she stained her hands with terrorism. But even still,
君島公の呪縛からミサネーを解き放てればミサネーは無力化できる。当然ミサネーが乗るスメラギとカミナギもね。
それがあれば戦わなくてもいいんだよね。
I'm not so sure about that.
だったらウイルスができるのを待ってから会いに行けばいいんじゃないかな。
問題は間に合うかどうかが微妙ってことかな。今から積み荷を乗せ替えるとして今日は一日雨だから打ち上げは明日になるはず。
天気予報だと明日は晴れだね。
It's possible that the anti-Kimijima-ko virus won't be completed until after that. Is that gonna be a problem? If so?
こっちがクリアしておくべき最低条件がいくつか見えてきました。
Yeah. Now that they have talked through several points, I'd have to agree with Subaru.
一つ目、スメラギを破壊するための武装。二つ目、カミナギの動きに対応するための機動力。機動力については敵の攻撃に耐えられるだけの防御力があれば代用はできなくもないですが。
As far as its defense goes, it's like I should really say, has Akiho really done anything to Model 1 in terms of defense? I mean, it hasn't really been, outfitted to actually fight. It's only been outfitted to move. Or move and walk, I should say. So they have a lot of work to do. And in a short amount of time, it seems.
1号機くんってすごく動き遅かったよね。
He was, yes.
絶望的なまでに。ですが防御力はもっと絶望的です。
Okay, that answers my question about its defense.
紙装甲だよね。紙みたいにペラペラってこと。
側を今から強化したところで大したものは用意できないでしょう。使い捨ての盾をたくさん用意した方がまだマシかもしれません。
でもガンツクワンって腕は使い物にならないよ。
そこも考えないとですね。今からまともな腕の機構を作っている余裕はありません。
Right, yeah, it's like it would take way too much time to, put the necessary programming into it to make it move its arms to the effect of it fighting. It's like, what are they gonna do?
防御力重視にした場合、カミナギの機動力にはどう対処する？
M45 の戦い方はどうかな？
Huh. I mean, it's been so long since the Robo 1 fight that I kind of vaguely remember how the M45 fight went. But, I mean, Akiho brings up a pretty feasible question.
いくら向こうに機動力があっても攻撃を仕掛ける時には必ず接近して一旦動きを止めなくちゃいけないわけでしょ。
Yeah, that's right. And that's how that fight went with M45.
だからこっちは基本的に動かずに守りを固めるのでカウンター狙い。
Huh. Akio was really paying attention to what to what Subaru was making M45 do.
それは難しいんじゃないかな。向こうはロケットが打ち上がるまで時間稼ぎさえすればいいわけでしょ。つまり向こうが守る側でこっちが攻める側なんだよ。こっちもカウンター狙いを選ぶと互いに睨み合ったまま時間だけ過ぎちゃう気が。
There we go. Why don't we just make it a steering contest?
あ、そっか。
純ちゃんの言う通り、こっちから攻めて倒す必要があるね。
Yeah. We got a lot of work to do then.
そうなるとますます機動力の強化が必須ですね。
Definitely. Definitely.
スバル、ガンツク1の状況は？
すでに改良には着手しています。
Good. How much work did you... I do wonder how much work they got in before Akiho and Kaito got back home.
早っ。
部長の演説を聞いてその意図は大体分かりましたから。
It's like everyone has pitched in already.
もしかしてあれ聞いてたんだ。
Of course, she's a little surprised to hear that. It's like, thank God for Michi, basically recording. I mean, I guess it wasn't actually a recording, but I guess like more like live footage of Akio's speech.
バッチリと。これまでに足のモーターを2機、モノポールモーターに換装しました。
It's like Akio must feel just a wee bit embarrassed that everyone saw her speech to Kimijima Ko. As far as I remember, Doc supplied us with the 6 monopole motors as spares for Model 2. Or for use with Model 1. Yeah. It's like Doc had great foresight into having spares. It's like those spares will come in great use with Model 1.
うちの先見の明ってやつだね。
I mean, you've made some good foresight, yes, Akio. Oh, wait a minute. We're in the classroom. Is there... Yes, there is. Nakazato and Nagano. What's wrong, Subaru? And Frau?
なんか言ってよ。
はいはい、ワロスワロス。
It's like, come on, guys. Give Akio some credit here. Aw, it's like, I have your back, Akio.
旧型モーターとモノポールモーターはサイズが全く同じなので換装は楽です。
Well, that's good.
今の人数ならあと6時間もかからないはずですよ。モノポールモーターにするだけでも試作1号機の歩行スピードは劇的に向上するはずです。
That's good. That's really good then.
それでもまだ十分遅いがな。リュウ。
じゃあガンツク1の改良方針について具体的に詰めていこう。
時間もないのでゼロからきっちり検討するのは難しいですね。2号機でのノウハウをなるべく生かす方向に持っていった方がいいかもしれません。機動力重視ということであれば脚部の強化と軽量化は必須です。
So take off all the unnecessary weight, like the breastplate and a lot of its chassis.
この際ボディの防御力は捨てるしかありません。
もともとペラペラだったわけだし、それでいいと思う。
At least Akio's fine with that.
脚部の強化はモノポールモーター以外だと
CFRP sheets? So have we talked about that before? I can't remember.
2号機の時にやった CFRP のシート、強度を上げるためにあれをまた使うのがいいでしょう。
Okay.
内蔵エンジンは捨てるべきだね。あれでかなり重量取ってる。
Plus, it's loud as hell. Subaru nods at my suggestion.
内蔵エンジンは外して2号機と同じようにレーザ光送電システムを組み込みます。
Okay.
予備あるの？
あるぜ。
Pat, enter Doc. I wasn't quite expecting him to show up here. At school of all places, anyway. I love this rocket song. Doc enters the classroom with perfect timing. I guess you could call this Doc's theme.
おじいちゃん。
お前らがここだって聞いてな。
ドク、本当にレーザー光送電装置って予備あるの
1号機の改良に使えると思ってな。念のために仕入れといたんだよ。
すごい、さすがドク。
I mean, he is the robot doctor.
そんなんで本当に利益得られてるの？
Probably not.
利益なんざどうでもいいんだよ。俺は気に入ったものは仕入れる。気に入らねえものは仕入れねえ。それだけさ。
Wow. That's kind of surprising to hear from Doc.
ロックだ。
そんなわけでパーツ代は後払いでいい。
Of course, Doc. Of course.
結局払わされるの？全然ロックじゃないじゃん。
俺が作ったレーザ銃座は東京には持っていかなかったの。そのまま流用できる。
We didn't, did we?
バッテリーも小さいものに換装すればかなり軽くなると思います。
Okay, it's like we're getting through this meeting. It seems a lot faster than that planning stages meeting that we had earlier in the game with talking about making a second robot, Model 2. I remember that meeting went on for so long.
レーザー銃座について質問。
Yeah, what's your question, Frau?
あれ、武器として使っちゃダメなん？
I mean, we could, couldn't we?
武器？
常時照射できるようにして寸胴ガンバレルに 持たせれば。
Stumpy Gunvarel. I mean, if we could do that, that could be useful. I think it would certainly be badass. Gunvarel wielding a laser.
それでレーザー銃爆誕じゃね。人殺せる威力って話だし。
But we don't want to kill Misane.
殺すなんて発想はやめてくれない？
私のママだって多分だけど殺されましたが何か。
Wow, Frau. It's like she's kind of out for blood. I mean, I can't fault her for thinking this. I mean, from the sounds of it, she was so close to her mom, so I can understand the way she feels. But killing is not the answer.
50億人殺そうとしてる相手なら最悪殺すのもやむを得ないと思われ。
I don't want it to come down to that. I really don't. She's right. I'd be making a big mistake if I went easy on Misane.
うちらは人殺しじゃない。
Yeah. I agree, Akio. We are not murderers.
できるだけ殺さないでなんとかなるような方法を取りたい。相手がお姉ちゃんだからっていう身内びいきはもちろんあるよ。
Yes. It's like I knew that would be a big reason why.
そこは多めに見てほしい。ごめんね。で、殺すしか手段がないってなった時は。
Akio raises her head.
その時はうちがお姉ちゃんを。
いや、パイロットは俺だし。
Kaito stepping right up and saying that he'll be the pilot. Without a moment's delay, I cut in.
そんな状況になった時は俺が何とかするよ。
はい。そうせん。
It's okay, Frau.
部長先輩をいじめてるわけじゃなくて。
No, I get it. I get it, Frau. I know you weren't trying to bully Prez Senpai.
それくらいの覚悟必要なんじゃないかって思っただけ。
ありがとう、フラウボー。うちまだ甘かったかも。
いずれにせよあの送電銃じゃ出力が足りねえよ。
Okay, we need to raise the output then.
ロボの走行を貫通させる気なら長時間同じ場所に当て続けるしかねえな。
How long?
溶接用のレーザーよりも威力は弱いだろうよ。人を殺したいなら人体に直接当てるんだな。そしたら焼き殺せるさ。
God. I don't think I want to do that. Same. Burning Misane to death with a laser? I shudder at the thought. I know now's not the time to be picky and all, but...
爆弾とかそういうのを用意してこっそりあのロケットに仕掛けてくるってどうかな。
Interesting idea, Juna.
そうしたら相手のロボットさんとは戦わなくて済むんじゃ。
I'm not so sure about that.
それはナンセンスですね。あのロケットにはブラックホール爆弾が積んであるかもしれないんでしょ。
Might very well be, yeah.
もしそれが誤って地上で爆発しようものなら、種子島が地上から消滅するかもしれません。
Oh God.
そんな危険なんだ。ごめん。
やっぱりこの状況を止めるのはガンツクワンを置いて他にないってことだよ。
でも例の部長の演説は聞いていてたまらずうめいてしまいましたよ。
Come on, Subaru, be truthful.
正義のロボットとか悪のロボットとか、そういう極端な価値観でしか語れなかったのはいかにも部長らしかったです。
Akio sees it how she sees it. You should know this by now, Subaru.
完全懲悪なんてものをこの状況で持ち出すのは、それこそアニメの見過ぎですよ。
Is that really such a bad thing?
正義は勝つ。つまりうちらが絶対勝つ。
強引すぎる二段論法ですね。
Someone has to be optimistic. And, you know, Little Miss Optimistic over here is the best person to be optimistic.
そんなシンプルな形で世界が回っていればもっと平和だったでしょう。
Interesting notion, but the world isn't that black and white.
スーパールー、いちいち上から目線にならないで。
Subaru! The way she said his name.
まあアキホちゃん、落ち着いて。
It's like, I can't help it. Subaru is getting me riled up. We haven't heard this in a long time.
本題に戻りましょう。武装の話は置いておいて、改良の話について。
Subaru has completely taken over. Despite calling her president earlier, he's the one who most looks like the president, especially to an outsider.
構成はどうする？胴体が空洞だぜ。歩行スピードが速くなるともげるかもしれね
If Doc said if he just said, how about hardness, I'd be like, huh? It's like, is that a euphemism?
もげる。
車みたいに黒森港で補強しましょうか。
Cromley? Cromley. I hope I'm saying that right. Cromley steel, short for chrome molybdenum. Molybdenum. Boy. Short for chrome molybdenum steel. Molybdenum was added to chrome steel to upgrade the processability and wieldability, mainly used in frames for cars and bicycles. Huh. Cars and bicycles. Interesting. It's like I could see it being more used for cars, but not so much bicycles. I mean, bicycles are such a far cry from cars.
間を考えるとそれが妥当なとこか。車用のものならすぐ手に入るしな。
Okay, let's do that then.
コックピットはどうします？遠隔操縦式にしますか？
Everyone looks at me. Everyone looks at me, the pilot. I guess they've all acknowledged me as the pilot, eh? Yes. Well, I figured that'd be the case.
コックピットはそのままで。ワイヤレスな遠隔操縦だと遅延が発生するからね。
Kaito would be the best one to know that.
ほんの数触れだけど、俺にとっては致命的な問題だ。しかも相手は現在の全一。機体性能は向こうの方が圧倒的に上。あっちは飛び道具だって持ってる。
He's talking about Misane and Sumeragi as if he is about to play Kill Balin. Which is appropriate given our situation.
だからネガティブ要素は一つでも捨てておきたい。
乗ったらヤシオ先輩が一番死ぬ可能性が高くなるわけだが。
Dying skyrockets? Oh, the chances of him dying skyrockets. Okay, for a second there, I was reading that wrong.
いいの？
Frau is actually concerned about Kaito's well-being. It's like underneath all of her, perviness, all of her kinks, she does care about people. And she just showed that she cares about Kaito.
敵の攻撃を食らった時だけでなく、戦闘中に転倒でもしようものなら、それだけできっと死ねますよ。
Well, we don't want that to happen then.
やるしかないでしょ。それくらいの覚悟がないとね。
Kaito being the hero here and talking like a hero.
かかってるのは50億人の命だもんね。
That is such a huge responsibility for just a small group of people. But yet they're willing to do this.
いや、違うよ。それは関係ない。50億人なんてちっとも実感湧かないし。
じゃあ
そこまでしなきゃ全一には勝てないからだよ。
My opponent is Senomiya Mizaki. She's the wall that's always stood before me. My goal.
で、コナちゃん、キルバラシステムは搭載できる
2号機用に作ったのしかないからこれから調整するを。
Okay. You do that then.
姿勢制御システムとかもまんま流用はできない一歩。
Right. It's like given Model 1's lack of mobility, we definitely wouldn't be able to use the posture control system.
でも姿勢制御は必要だよ。できるだけ2号機能を流用しよう。
I mean, we can try, but I feel like we're so limited in what we can do with Model 1.
レーザースキャンでの周辺地形解析と行動予測ナビゲーション、そのあたりもシステムの流用でなんとかなるはずです。
パーツは店から持ってこよう。こ れも後払いでいい。
最悪システムは歩かせながらアップデートしていくしかないんじゃね？
Wait. Would they even be able to do that?
移動と連動させた3次元マッピングって使ってたよね。あれは外したいんだけど。
だね。
Kimijima Ko's the man who created it, and we're off to go fight him. We can't trust it. Very good point.
あとは腕をどうするかですね。今のところただの飾りでしかないので外しますか？
偉い人には分からんのです。
What, Akio?
偉い人？
Yeah, I'm confused along with Juna here.
じゃあまだまだ勉強不足だね。
And apparently so do I.
外していいよ。今回は見た目にこだわってる場合じゃないし。
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
いつもこれくらい合理的に考えてくれれば僕としてもありがたかったんですが。
You take what you can get, Subaru.
何を？
落ち着いてアキちゃん。
腕には俺が趣味で作った例のあれをつけるってのはどうだ？
Oh yeah? What do you got for us, Doc?
おじいちゃん、何か持ってきたの？
例のあれってまさか。
パイルバンカだ。
Ah! Something of which M45 had.
そしてこのドヤ顔である。
If I remember Doc's voice here that I had for him, come at my face.
最終調整はしてねえが、一応完成はしてる。
Well, that's good. It's like he's already done a lot of work for us, it seems.
至近距離でぶち込めや、装甲をぶっ壊すくらいはできるはずだ。対機構戦には有効じゃねえか。
Alright.
パイルバンカーを腕の代わりに装着ですか？
That is what he's suggesting. I almost said suggestion. Something of which Subaru would say when he gets flustered.
左右のバランスが崩れて機体が傾くかも。
Maybe we can make it so that Model 1 won't be unbalanced?
もし取り付けるつもりなら反対側にカウンターウェイトが必要かと。
Right, yeah. Counterweight. Weight used to keep balance. Like, very straightforward.
パイルバンカは2つある。
You do got two of them. Alright. I mean, you can put one on and see and see how the balance is, and if it can manage one pile bunker, maybe it can manage two of them.
そしてまたもこのドヤ顔である。
Come at me.
2つも作っちゃったんだ。
1つはまだ未完成だがな。8割方はできてる。
80% done. That's tremendous. It's like he's almost done with it then.
両腕をパイルバンカーにね。
Yeah, what do you think about that, Akio?
さっきスバルが言ってた使い捨ての盾を用意する案は？
守りに入るぐらいなら攻めに特化した方がいいと思うけど。
I mean, given what they were talking about earlier with the Model 1's defense, it may be wise to give it just a little bit of defense so that we have at least some kind of defense, and so we're not focusing everything on offense. I mean, we need to be able to defend ourselves if something goes by the wayside, right? I mean, I don't know.
だがミサイルを防ぐ方法なんてそうそうねえぞ。
Right. So we do need some defense, especially if they fire those missiles.
茶風 ECM フレアリアクティブアーマー。
Well, I'm getting a lot of tips. Okay, reactive armor. There are different types, including explosive reactive armor and dynamic armor, but mainly is focused around reacting to explosives. Oh, okay. ERAs are used as supportive armor on tanks. Can I get a tip for what an ERA is? An armor plate with explosives between two steel plates, which explode when bullets hit it. Oh, okay. This causes the bullets to scatter. With this, it can deny the paths of the bullets and even destroy the bullets to protect the tank. But since it explodes on its own, it can damage allies near the tank. Oh. So that's something we would have to be careful with if we use reactive armor. Depending on what type we use. Flare, a weapon to prevent infrared guided missiles. It has the same wavelength as a plane and is able to create a strong infrared source by shooting out metallic dust containing magnesium freon beidouon? I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Teflon and ammonium. It leads the infrared detection. ECM, electronic countermeasures, a jamming device. Never heard of it. And chaff, a countermeasure used to disrupt radar, also used to evade radar-guided missiles. It shoots a lot of tiny electric wave reflectors to mislead radar. The main electric wave reflectors are tinfoil, aluminum foil, and glass fiber. Glass fiber, that's interesting. It's like tin, aluminum, and then glass. Hmm.
ドク、どれか用意は？
できるわけねえだろうが。いくらすると思ってんだ。
だよね。
It's like we can't do everything.
機体性能差は絶望的だね。
Not to mention we don't have the time.
なんとか勝てる方法を考えよう。
その方法が浮かばなかったら？
浮かばなかったら、それは。
戦うのを諦める？目の前でロケットが打ち上がるのを見てる？
そんなこと。
できないよね。
Damn straight.
決めてよ、アキちゃん。 勝てる見込みがなくても VAB からロケットが移動を開始したら即座に1号機を出して勝負を挑むって。
ヤシオ先輩が無駄死にするだけです。僕はその考え方は反対です。
I want to say that this is Subaru's way of being concerned for Kaito's life. I mean, Model 2 fell on top of Subaru. He could have lost his own life when that happened, but fortunately, all that happened was a broken leg. So Subaru got lucky. So I feel like Subaru, out of kind of out of fear of what happened with him, is trying to, as best he can, be concerned for Kaito's life.
それでもやるしかないわけだからさ。
わかった。勝てる見込みがなくても時間が来たら出撃する。でもだからってカイを無駄死にさせたりしない。
I really hope it doesn't come to that.
ギリギリまで勝つ方法を模索していく。絶対にだよ。
Yeah. Yeah. We'll figure something out. Agio looks me straight in the eyes and makes her declaration. I force out a smile and nod. That's a satisfying answer.
みんな、改めてお願い。みんなの力を貸して。正義のロボはきっと勝つの。
It's like Akio's practically saying to them that our friendship is our power. And of course her preaching with robots are justice.
そのために勝つ方法を教えてほしい。
Get the V, get the victory.
よろしくね。
Everyone present nods, and the strategy meeting comes to an end. Due to his leg injury, Subaru can't participate in assembly work. Instead, he's working on improving Model 1. Yeah, Subaru's a little limited, so it's like he can only do so much. Frau is on programming duty, of course, so she can't help either. Well, everyone's good in their own respective fields, so... Which means there are only 4 people on the motor exchange team. Me, Akio, Juna, and Doc. Wait, that reminds me. Where did Dad and the Nagafkadas get off to? Yeah, where did they go after we got back home? We could really use their help right about now. Yeah. It's like Michi could help out. I mean, he was the Robot Club's president back in the day, so you'd think that he would be more than happy to help. I gaze out the window. It's starting to get bright outside. It's still raining and the sky is concealed by clouds. But dawn is approaching. So I know the strategy meeting is just all of this video, but you know, this is a good place to stop for now. I mean, there was a lot we needed to cover with the strategy meeting, you know, getting things ironed out. So hopefully they can get things done in a timely manner to where they can get everything done that they need to and go off and fight Misune and her robots before the inevitable happens. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.